NCCU, your community financial partner, brings to you Beyond the Mortgage.
Affordable rates, affordable price, NCCU, everything nice. Go do a course, go take a trip. Beyond the mortgage, 246. You take the mortgage already, to make your pocket go empty. Beyond the mortgage, NCCU will keep you steady. You need to buy a new fridge, you want to purchase a settee. Get rid of medical bills and invest in the green energy. Beyond the mortgage, beyond the mortgage, beyond the mortgage. Everything nice, beyond the mortgage, beyond the mortgage, beyond the mortgage. NCCU for life, 246, yes, 246, wow, 246.
Beyond the Mortgage, 2% savings, 4% retirement solutions, loans available at 6%, and our special BTM line of credit. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Good evening. Welcome to another show. This is Jael Joseph live, run the track and talk. And we're getting ready for a new guest. I feel like it's almost a new season. It's not a new season, huh? It's the same season. It's just a continuation. We always take a pause sometimes when we have different things going on during the season. But entertainment and music, that's my niche. That's what I absolutely love talking about. I love interacting with artists and musicians and singers. That's my niche. What can I say? That's my beat, right? And I am so happy to be bringing you Dhar'gelle this evening. We're going to be talking to her. Let me tell you, this interview has been a long time coming. The last time we were supposed to do this, I was compromised. I was severely compromised. And we had to postpone. And then we had, carnival celebrations, right around it was literally right around the corner. We had a packed schedule. And I want to say thank you to all those of you who supported me during the carnival season. And, whether you supported by sharing my shows, whether you supported by donating to, yes, you donated, whether you did that or whether you supported by coming on and commenting and interacting with our guests. I truly appreciate and love that. I love you. I love you for that. All right. So thank you so very much for that. And I'm happy to be back here for Run the Track and Talk, sponsored by the National Cooperative Credit Union and Astafans, right place, right price. And I want to say thank you very much for their kind sponsorship. They keep the interneting and the lights running, okay? Because if the internet ain't interneting and the lights ain't running, we are no show. All right. So I want to say thank you very much to them for supporting this, and I want to encourage others who may not have yet come on or still thinking about it to come on board and let's do this. Let's make magic. Right? Let's make it happen. Thank you very much to those of you who are on the live right now, those of you who are logged in on Facebook. We have quite a few platforms locked in this evening. So I've linked up with my 767 Girls Rock platform. I've also linked up on my Black Island Girl Multimedia platform. I've linked up on my Jael Joseph Live platform. I'm on my Jael Joseph platform as well. That's just Facebook. We're also locked in on YouTube as well as LinkedIn. But I want to remind you guys, those of you who follow me, those of you who love my shows, those of you who want to keep supporting me, if you're locked in right now on Jael Joseph, I have pinned my YouTube page. Uh, I need you guys to go over there, subscribe, and start viewing the shows there. Because Facebook no longer keeps these lives past 30 days, right? And you know what that means? That means that for creators like me, we're not able to get the full use of the platform. So a lot of us are moving to YouTube to really push our content there. So I want to encourage you guys, if you've not yet done so, go and follow, subscribe to my YouTube page, turn on your notifications. When I go live, you get notified, and you can jump on just like on here. You can jump on and enjoy the vibe. Of course, I'll keep doing the shows on Facebook um as long as I can. But if it's not making sense, dollars is not making sense. You know what I mean, right? Okay. So, I want to just encourage you guys to go ahead and follow youtube.com/, Jael Joseph, and subscribe, follow me there. I'm actually, lately, I've started only taking comments off my YouTube page. So if you are on my YouTube page, you get preferential treatment. What can I say? So you will be the ones that I will read your comments, I'll read your posts, and whatever you share with me. Once it can be, it's shareable. I will read it out. I will engage you on that platform. So we got Dhar'gelle. Are you ready, guys? Are you guys ready? I'm ready to get to know a little bit more about her. You say, where my black and go? You can support me that way too, right? You can shop. This is actually embroidery, guys. Good quality. Eh? It's not no caution. Okay? This is embroidery. Black Island Girl embroidery. It's available on blackislander.com/shop. And you can get that. You can get t-shirts. You can get sweatshirts. You can get your caps. You can get crew. There's also crew neck to the shirts as well as the V-neck. Yeah. So you got the merch on there. You can support me that way as well, while enjoying merchandise, right? Good quality merchandise, right? Somebody tell me they love the quality of the t-shirt because it's not one of those t-shirts that are chiffon. Those are the worst, right? When you wash your t-shirt, you don't have to iron it, especially black. Black shows everything when you on a t-shirt, right? So you can literally, I just wash this and I wear, and almost has like a little bit of spandex in it. So it's a little bit of like a stretchy material, really good quality. Your girl would love to putting things on the first cushion, right? All right, as long as you know that. Okay, so let's get this show on the road. I want to welcome to my show for the very first time. She's gonna be talking a little bit about her musical career. Um, you may know her doing calypso. You may know her. We'll find out how you know her, because I know all you will. Those of you who know her, you probably come in the comment section and say how you know her. But I'm happy to bring to you live the very first time, Dhar'gelle. Hi, Dhar'gelle.
Hi, good night, good night, good night. So, Jael, I have been Black Island Girl sold. I'm telling you this much. I have been Black Island Girl merchandise sold.
Period. Per. All right. Thank you for supporting. You don't have to, because you are a musician, and you're many different things. You wear many different hats. And I actually learned that through your husband. That you
He sells out all my business, Jael.
all your business, and I knew all your business since 2017. I know it. Remember, your husband was in my class.
Master Sherpy, yes.
Right.
Yes.
So I got to interact with him, and that's when he first told me about you. And then I noticed you following me, and every now and again, like I notice people. People think I don't notice them. Like they think that I am like, they think that I just post. Well, actually they might be right, that I do just post things and I walk away. But I tend to honest to God, like if I'm being completely honest, Dasha, I like social media is a job for me, right?
That's
So
understandable.
so just like you don't like to take your job home, I try my best not to take my job home. When I say home, when I do what I have to do there, and I'm off there, I'm off there. You know, you might see
Yeah,
me
family
scrolling,
time should be family time,
right?
and
I try that.
you
Doesn't necessarily, it's not necessarily family time because sometimes I'm working doing some other stuff. If I'm being completely honest. However, I don't normally pay attention. So the world could be shutting down and it's happening on social media, and I probably would not know. Yeah.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Because
Here-
I would know the world is shutting down through social media, but you would not see my face.
Mm. Well,
Ah,
you see, so it's completely different. So I like the fact that like things have been happening in Dominica, and how I know is people in groups I'm in, it's reaching there. So like chats, so I'm like, oh my god, when did that happen? You know, like completely lost. And then the worst thing about it is that all my groups are mute. So sometimes when I do check, there's like
you have
300,
a backlog.
and I'm like, do I really want to go and watch that?
Yeah,
Tend to
yeah.
just like and gone. So I tend to not know a lot,
Fair enough.
but I figure I know what that matters, and you matter. So I saw you sharing.
At least you saw me show up.
Of course, you share my content, you know, and I truly appreciate you for that. You know, you've been. I think you're one of my top fans, right? I believe.
Yes.
I believe you're one of my. You see, guys, like I see people. I see my people,
Yep.
and I wanted to really start off the show, you know, telling you, you know, thank you for your support because it's not a lot of women that support women. We gotta be 100. And you could be salty and say, "Who the hell is that jail?" You know, you could you could just be that because there are people like that.
There are people like that. That is true. That is true.
So, but you choose a different path. You choose to walk a different path. And I noticed you. And the other day, your husband tried to give me fire and tell me, "How comes I don't get you on the show yet?" And I was like, "Bro,
But he is the reason for this. I suspected that now
no." I was
because
like, what are you doing? Like, I have her on the list. Like, and I literally called my assistant and I was like, we need to put her like wherever she is on the list, like bump her up because I don't want no kind of tie.
at least I have a soul there. I have a soul there. I have a soul there. All right.
You were on the list, all right. I noticed you too, Kudsila. I noticed you. Yes, I noticed you.
Oh,
Um,
that's my girl, my girl, my
I
girl.
noticed that you're not a top fan yet, but I noticed you.
I blame time. Let me stand up for my girl. I blame her time. I blame her time and the time on the internet. Listen, I just standing up for my girl. I might get a little cool wash, but I'll duck.
It's wonderful to have you on. You know, this show essentially we focus on music. We focus on that side of things. You know, we don't get down into your personal life. We don't really care about all of the fluff that happens. We just really want this to be a platform where you can talk about your love of music, the art form, what you do, what it does for you, you know. And I'm really happy that you agreed to be on because you could have said no. You know, you could have said, me, I don't think that. So, I don't like them things there.
Yeah, but it's an opportunity to sit down and take a kick if you sis. Like
Mm. That's right. That's right.
that was
That's right. I truly appreciate
absolutely.
that. So I want to get to know a little bit about you. Like, tell us what community you're from, and you know, just give us a little rundown on, you know, your. We don't want all the details. We just want, you know, like tell us a little bit about,
The
you know.
important stuff, the stuff. So my name is Dhar'gelle. My government name is Milva. I was born in Portsmouth, raised in Roseau, live in Belfast.
So
Um,
you're born in Portsmouth.
Listen, a little story time because I got a call when I shared the promo for the live this
Mhm,
morning. I got a call from my cousin.
mhm.
My cousin's name is Kelly Marcel. Do you know this person?
Kelly Marcel. Yeah, that Marcel is my relative.
Right. So he's calling me and telling me, Milva, you on Jael show? You know Jael is your cousin. I'm like, no. Listen, he is short. He used to be a police officer in Dominica.
Yes, yes, yes. I know Kelly.
That's my cousin. So I'm like, just my cousin. What are you talking about? He said, me, Milva, but your grandfather from Vegas. You supposed to know Vegas people. So I get a whole fire for not knowing that I suppose to know that you're in my family line somewhere. So
But I didn't know
yes,
you were from. I didn't know if I knew you were from the north. The first thing you ask is like, "Who's your family?" You want to know who's the family and so on. Well, welcome to the family. Well, we
thank
don't.
you.
I guess we it's not no welcome. But we're already family. I guess. I mean, we always everybody related. Like if you have to
In
think about
Dominica, some way, somehow, some cousin Auntie
everybody,
Millie.
everybody's. So I did not know that you were born in Portsmouth. So
I
that's
was
very
born
interesting.
in.
So
My
what?
mother is from Dodan. My grandfather is from Vegas.
Wow. Isn't that something? Well, I guess that explains a lot about your talent and all of that.
Yeah,
You have Italian blood in you, you know?
apparently. And my grandfather was a Seventh-day Adventist. My mother's family is Seventh-day Adventist. And I don't know, it's something about Seventh-day Adventist singers and voices.
I feel like it's like a prerequisite to be born into
I
to be born.
Yes, I got it on the side because I'm not a Seventh-day Adventist, but it just latched on because the genes and family.
Wow. That is interesting. I mean, when you talk about 70 Adventists, I don't know a 70 Adventist that cannot sing. And if you know one, tag them. If you know one that cannot sing,
I cannot
tag
help
them.
you, sis. I cannot help you, sis. I will continue looking.
Because
But
majority of them can sing. And it's not just like one, like the whole family.
the whole family.
I think from the time you're small, because I don't believe that. I don't know if how modern day Seventh Day Adventist Church is, but I remember back in the day when I was a kid going to because I used to go to Seventh Day Adventist Church because our helper at the time was Seventh Day Adventist. So she would take us to church with her on a Saturday. And that was kind of like she told my mom I could watch them on a Saturday, but they come into church with me. So we would go to church with her on a Saturday. And I remember they didn't have any instruments. So the only instrument was their voice. So you had to practice your singing and all of that. So I would assume that that's what probably makes them so good at singing because that I don't know if that's still the case because I remember a day there 7 day Adventist wasn't wearing makeup. I know things have changed.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Part of one of my hats that I wear is stage production.
Mhm.
And so I happened to do stage production not last year, but year before for the arts. No, it was last year for the arts festival
Okay.
at thing. And let me tell you, at Old Mill, and let me tell you, the Seventh Day Adventist school send out the young ones to sing, sis. If you don't know about them, they're there. Oh yeah,
Their
they
face
are right there.
beat for the gods.
You see, they are there and they are thriving. Okay.
This is not a show with 7 day Adventists. If you lost logging in, we're not talking about 7 day Adventists. We
No, no, no.
digress.
And even if we are, it's all pluses. It's
We're not
all
we're
positive
and it's
vibes.
nothing negative.
You all can sing.
No, they can't sing, they can sing. You gotta own it, right? They
Mm,
definitely have the gift of singing. And I guess you were born into that, or you were born of that, I should say.
of that, yes.
So when did you really start singing, or when did you realize that you were like, like I can chant?
When I started mimicking, okay, well, I always say that I cannot sing. I always say that I can mimic voices really well.
So you can
And
mimic my
it's
voice?
and it does happen to be singing voices because from small, I would mimic Mariah Carey. I would mimic Whitney Houston and the high top singers that brought
Dasha,
out
if
my
you
time.
said that, we have to put that to the test. Like you cannot
Hello, hello, hi, hi, hi. I have grown. I have matured.
you cannot
Calm down.
you cannot
Calm
tell us this and do not give us a little piece like what is that for me
Listen, Anyways, back to the story. Back to the story. This story, Jael. You have to put me on this spot. But yes, I used to mimic their voices, and try to sing how they would do it and try to reach the notes that they would reach. And I'd be in front of my mirror with my hairbrush and me trying to see myself on a stage somewhere. But the family dynamic was, more for academics than the arts.
Okay. People on the
They
line
were-
making noise saying that you better sing. Like somebody would actually say she
You
better.
not start that, you see. So when I send him cool wash, she's straight for you. Come.
It's a good thing I know how to talk. And I have a hat on my head. I'll just
You
catch
better
it.
learn how to
I'll just catch it. I'll catch it cool wash in the hat. You're gonna have to sing for us because you open that kind of so we want a little piece. Even if it's a team or so, you have to give us something and you can't leave out gosh
I'll do
dry
something. I'll do something. I'll do something, Papa. I'll do something. I'll do something.
waiting.
This happens everywhere I go. I go to a gig to watch a show, and everybody's like, "You singing tonight? You singing tonight? You singing tonight?" Yeah. So I'll sing. I'll sing. I custom.
Just a little piece. A little piece of something. You have to give us too much. Just wet on short a little bit.
Oh, you want it now, man?
Yes, we want it now. Now we
Oh
talking.
God. What do you
Now we
know?
talking.
Season just closed. I just come out and sing Calypso for a whole season. Give me a break. Hold on. Let me figure a song in my. What song all you want? Write it in the chat.
Yes. Tap. Put in your song.
Make it an easy reggae with no high notes, please. I am on the spot.
You just say anybody noise. Make it an easy reggae with no high notes. All them kind of
Girl, if
adding.
you know her running away from what's his name, Evanescence. I used to sing Evanescence consistently.
Really.
That was my girl.
So
And I running away.
I'm going under. That's
Yes, I actually have performances, videos of doing that by Katai.
really.
Listen, the vocal range is crazy.
So you're gonna do something for us from Evanescence.
No, I'm not going to do something from Evanescence for you today.
But
No.
you that start saying that, and now all of us.
I started by saying that I am running away.
But you're
From
running
doing
away.
it
I feel like when somebody
nowadays.
says they're running away from something, it's like they're running to it.
Give me strength for Jael today. Give me strength. They said you for me.
Somebody say love on the brain.
Love on the who?
The brain.
Oh,
Must be love on the brain.
must be love on the brain to have me living this way. Who tell all you I know the lyrics of that? So you have me going and get copyright things from
Somebody say do a
Rihanna.
Lauryn Hill. Do a Lauryn Hill.
Ooh. I got that. Oh, X Factor starting again.
How who?
Hold. You know, it have something about doing things on the spot where you have to know the key and the vibes and know the song starting. So I got you on that one. Just give me 1 second.
So you do not Lauryn
1
Hill.
second. We doing a Lauryn Hill.
Which
We doing a
one?
Lauryn Hill.
Because I know all Lauryn Hill songs.
X
What
Factor.
phone?
We doing an X Factor.
Mm.
Yeah, we're doing an X Factor. That one I know for sure.
Okay.
So I can answer questions still while I get the beginning of the song in my brain.
I can help you with the song.
Yeah, start me.
can't-
That is my problem, man. Start me.
I cannot sing. I cannot song to save my soul. But
Give me the first word and I'll do the rest.
what is the song again you're trying to sing?
X Factor.
Is this just a silly game
Yeah.
that forces you to act this way?
Act this way forces you to scream my name and then pretend that you can stay. Tell me who I have to be to get to right capacity. See, no one loves you more than me, and no one ever will. No matter how I think we grow, you always seem to let me know it ain't working. It ain't working. And when I try to walk away, you hurt yourself to make me stay. This is crazy. Oh, this is crazy.
I had the key right, man. What
For
is
me,
this?
there for me. Said you be there for me, there for me, there for me. Said
You
you be
said
there for
yes,
me,
yes.
there for me, there for me. Said
You
you be
said
there for me, give to me, give to me. Said
I
to
want you
give
there
for
for
me,
me.
care for me, care for me. Said
You
you be
said
there for me, there for me, there for me. Said you be there for me, cry for me, cry for me. Said you would die for me, give to me, give to me.
I want
Oh,
you.
won't you care? Won't you be there? Won't you cry? Won't you give? Oh, won't you care? Won't you be there? Won't you cry? Won't you give? Oh.
Way. Yes. All you get it, eh? All you get it. See early o'clock. All you get Dhar'gelle to
You
sing
asked on Jael Joseph Live and you received on Jael Joseph Live, okay?
live
Black
and
Island
direct.
Girls rock.
Live and direct. People born in tune. Lovely. Yes, I go Milva. Okay, okay, okay.
Thank
People,
you.
people are enjoying the vibes. Thank you very much for giving that to us. I mean, for spur of the moment, but and I didn't even realize that I got the right key. But I guess I can do a little something. I can't sing it to save my soul, but
You
somebody
know,
sing.
you're in the family, you're in the family. You have to have the confidence. Big
Oh,
up your own
exactly.
self.
I not about that life. I not. I keep saying I'm going to release my track soon. Coming soon. Coming soon. Coming to a city near you.
And to the backups.
Boy, let me tell you, it's rough. It's rough. I gonna make a song and wait and all you'll see it coming. I push enough people already for me not to make a song. Eh,
I looking forward to it. I hope it's a booyah.
it probably will be a booyah. It probably will be a booyah.
Looking forward to it.
More than likely, if I do it. So Dhar'gelle, you really had like an incredible journey, in music. You've done background vocals, you've done center stage. Um, what really was the turning point that pushed you into the spotlight?
Me giving up on music multiple times and it busting my, yeah. You got that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, because I have tried many times to say, you know what? Oh, it's so much, it's so much, it's so much, and leave it alone. And I'm not going home. I wanted to go and leave it alone, but I always end up right back singing, backups, writing, doing something that has to do musically until I finally gave up. I was like, you know what? Just take me, Ja. Just take me
You
and do
want
what you will,
want you
Ja.
more than you want it.
That's it. That's it.
Wow. And obviously, your music, blends authentic Dominican beats with international influences. How do you describe your unique sound?
For me, because I am versed in so many different genres, I love so many different genres of music. I also love being a Dominican. I love my culture, love my background. Sorry. And I would not want as an artist to go out there and promote, say, I am a reggae artist because I like reggae more, or I am a rock artist because I sing in rock. I do not want to go out and market and push any other genre other than what is originally ours, which is Kadas. I can do Booyah, but to me, Booyah comes from Kadas,
Mm.
right? So why not go to the original and infuse the things that I love with it to bring out in a modern way, a modern form, in my
What does
opinion.
that entail? Share, like, give us a breakdown of of how do you, so you call it Cadas fusion. How do you create a Cadas fusion? Give us a little, take us along the blueprint of Cadas fusion.
Okay, well, my husband is a guitarist, and normally I start songs come to me in my bathroom or randomly. So it starts with lyrics, and I would start writing something. It will, and I normally write in order. So you'll have the first verse, and I'll come up with a chorus, and I'll be like, "Oh my god!" And here he comes. If oh, are you writing something? Let me play something with it. So he comes, and we'll be playing around, playing around with it, and then we will pull together. It has been a long journey, because it's not a genre or a journey that a lot of producers understood. And basically, because I did not understand myself, I had to go through a self enlightening journey myself.
Mhm.
So I did not know exactly what it is I want. I just knew that I wanted a clash of Dominican original beats, like our belly toms, and the tuk tuk and stuff. But I wanted to include it with reggae. I wanted to include it with rock, and with a rock guitar. I wanted to include it with a drum style, or a zouk drum style. You understand? Or Afrobeat drum style, and it was hard to understand. So we had to build it ourselves.
Okay. So
We had to build it
could you
ourselves.
give us like like, because somebody might be saying, well, we still don't understand what it is. Like, so you're saying you take mixes of, you take cadence, the base of cadence, you utilize that, but you incorporate like modern day music with it.
Okay, let me explain a little better. For me, I know a lot of artists do their music by buying beats or getting a beat from a producer.
Hmm.
For me, I like authenticity, and I like thing. I have a certain vision. So instead of getting a beat from a producer, I would more likely get the musicians to come. Right now, I'm sitting down in my little studio. So we have a whole little setup where we can get the musicians to come and put down the live instruments to whatever song that I have written.
Okay.
You understand? Whatever composition it is. So if the we want it to be of a slower groove, but we want a kadas but reggae, which is something that I'm actually working on right now. A kadas reggae fusion. We will get some of the guitar chops would be like the rank reggae guitar chops,
Hmm.
but you still have the tuk tuk somewhere. It might be a little slower, it
Hmm.
might be a little more diverse and not rank caras, but it will fit with the guitars for the reggae, and we'll make it fit. Then we get the drummer to come, or we get somebody to program the drums in, and we'll tell them, okay, we want the toms to be like a belly toms, but we want it to match the rhythm of the guitar, which is a reggae guitar rhythm, and the rhythm. So it
I
gets it
get it.
together, right?
I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. So that is very, like, I was hearing it while you were saying it. Like I was just hearing it.
That's
You know?
amazing. That's good. That's good.
Yeah. So I got it. I definitely got it. Who would you say really was some of your biggest musical influences, both within Dominica and I guess outside of the Caribbean? Within the Caribbean as well.
Dominica, singer wise of Auntie Ophelia and Michael Anderson. I think that has been the top for every female vocalist of my age in Dominica. I grew up on Michael Anderson's music, and I am not very good at patois, but I can mimic patois. As I say, for me, singing sometimes is frequency.
Mhm.
It's frequency. So you learn what it sounds like and you sing it. I am listening. I might understand it after, but Ophelia Marie and Gordon Henderson as well. I also got a chance to do backups for Halibut. That gave me a little push into the chorus.
Mm.
You know the song Here, Here, Here?
Yes.
That backups is mine. I did the backups for that. My husband did the guitar parts for that.
Oh, nice.
So long, the
I
long
want. I thought you was
tongue.
gonna tell me. Sinizo izo ini. What
Oh
is
no,
it?
no, no.
Men bet men pon was a mizo
Yeah, that
well.
too. Yeah,
Mama
that
put
sells. That
today.
sells. Yeah, I did that too. I did that too.
Uh,
I
and
did
um
that too.
and kaka sweepy make kaka go.
Okay, no, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. But you see, Harley Butt's music, girl. Harley Butt's music had me into Kadas. He had me into his lyrical content, his vibe, the kicks. It had me going. So that
Where is
gave me.
Halibut?
I spoke to him the other day because I asked for his permission for me to redo some of the songs since I did
We
backup
need to
for
get
him.
Halibut on the show. You need to connect me with
I could
Halibut.
do that. I could do that.
I
I
want to
could
get
do
Halibut.
that.
I love my mom loved Halibut. I remember when I
He lives down the road from me,
wow.
so we
When I
yeah.
first came back to Dominica after being in Canada for some time, he was when he had just launched those songs,
He's
Sini,
from the Madras Rhythm, I
right,
think.
right. So he had just launched these songs, and my mom knew all the words. And I remember we were on a bus, and she started singing it, and I was like, "What are you saying?" Like I thought it was just some fibs tale or something.
Random stuff, girl.
And the song does not make sense until it ends, which is wild, like because it's just a bunch of words that
And you
and
have to
proverbs.
listen, and then when it makes sense, you're like,
You're like, oh, that's what he's
oh,
talking about. So that is I love his style because it's almost like there's a little bit of satire, there's a little bit of
mhm.
drama, there's a little bit of fun and proverbs, like old proverbs, and so the mix of everything. So we gotta link up Halibut. But it's good to know that he was,
I'll talk to him and I'll let you know what he says.
it's good to know that he's one of the people that you that really inspired you. And I love that you really focus on a lot of Dominican artists that really
Yes,
inspire you, or your style, even your style of singing. We obviously we know Caras, because I remember interviewing Gordon, probably at least 2 years ago. It might have been a little bit less than that, and we spoke extensively about Caras. I'm not sure if you saw that interview. We spoke about it and how, and his take on it was that Caras was set in a time that, and it's very difficult for it to evolve. It's very difficult because of the time that it was set in. It was kind of like the pioneer for a lot
yep,
of music, soca,
yep.
um, bouillon, and so forth. What How do you see the fact that you're now fusing this together? How do you see Karas evolving? Because I recall him saying that it might be difficult to evolve that sort of genre.
It
and
was.
and and, and if we look at like Karas's track record, we in Dominica we love Karas, but I think it's more appreciated by people who are over 35 rather than people who are under, like the newcomers. The
Yes,
newcomers might have
yes.
no interest in it. Like, how do you see the genre evolving?
Well, right now I chose Kara's fusion basically because I see that there's a void when it comes to that. After Mikel was after I can I might be wrong, but after Mikel, I haven't seen anybody really pick up the Kadas mantle and decide, no, I'm a Kadas artist and let me try my best to see how I can push myself. Now, there are a lot of singers in Dominica who we love Bouyo. We all love Bouyo, and we know that Bouyo is like the main genre of music for Dominica right now. But we also have singers that can express themselves in, like me, who can express themselves in so many different ways.
Mhm.
You understand? And for me, as I said, I can do bouillon, but I would like to express my voice in a different way. So coming from Dominica, it would be easier for me to market myself, I believe, as a Kadas fusion and fuse other aspects of music to it, make it interesting, and see if we can push a new, not new, but an uplifted side to Kadas
Okay.
to the international market. That's how I see it. I'm not sure, I cannot guarantee that it will work. But
But
as I said, I am an artist.
we
I
try.
am an artist. And for me, art is an expression of self.
Mhm.
And you have one life, and why not try what it is that you want to try?
Right? Why not? Why not? Dajal, you also write, and you've mentioned that you have an upcoming EPK. You have projects, and you write, and it's said that your lyrics can be relatable and powerful. Can you share a little bit with us about what your writing process is like? Like, how do you get to the gist of things? How do you put all of the ingredients together? Give us a little bit of your process.
I am one who loves constructive criticism. So I might write a song and the lyrics would come and I'd have an idea. Like I have this song Sotila. It's been with me for about 6 years. Okay, I've been sitting on this song for about 6 years. Um, it came in the bathroom I was bathing, and then I was like, it has so many bad. I was thinking, and then I was like, so many bad mind people around you, people that's, instead of just being good to one another. And then I think I was going through a spiritual battle at that time, because we all have our spiritual battles that we go through,
Mm,
and I had to figure out a way for me to take myself out of that spiritual battle.
mm.
And then this song came to mind, Sotila. And Sotila is basically come out there, right?
For some of
Because
that doesn't
baby,
speak girl, eh?
you so it's in the blood, it's in the bloodstream. Yeah. So the lyrics started, and I just sat from the bathroom, and the line came. Sotila, this time my fence gone up high because I don't shit anymore. You understand? My fence gone up high. Sotila, you one day you will try, you'll stop trying, that. And I started writing, and then Benny came and he's like, "Oh, you're writing something?" And then I started with a tune. It just comes. You see, so I said I try to stay away from it just
S-
comes.
some people, their process is they need a beat and then the music will fall. But you just have like
I
it's like
write.
a
I
melody in
write
your
in it.
head. Is there a melody?
Yes, it's in the head. Yes, it's all in there. I always have music in my head, actually. It's always in there. So it never leaves. So it's like I always have a something,
Hmm.
a something. So while I'm writing, I will hear the melodies. I would hear what exactly how the drums. I would want the drums to be. I would hear I would want the guitars to be. I would hear, and I would be playing around with it in my mind and just playing around with the lyrics and writing different lyrics and and making it work. Then I'd run it by one or two people that I'm very close to,
Hmm.
and they'll say, maybe it's a little too long, or I do like that, or maybe you should think of that, or why don't think of this. And let me tell you, if anything I can tell to any artist, constructive criticism, and mark you, it might come in the wrong form. It might come in the wrong form, but criticism can build you.
Hmm.
It can build you, right? So I would take the criticisms and I would sit down and I would rewrite,
Okay.
right? And I have this project coming out soon. It's called VEP. Big up to Michael, aka Problem Child. He's one of my producers,
Okay.
Michael Dura. He he's working with me on a song called VEP, basically, right? So I'm trying to include the parts where
Vep. Vep as in like a ride?
Yeah, everybody take web before in life. You can look at it in any way you want. Nasty business is not for one set. Okay, Sparrow used to make songs too.
Boy, I take it in the worst of ways with that vape.
As you should. As you should.
I don't know. I guess my mind is in the gutter, but I think it's in the worst
As
of.
you should. But when you hear the lyrics, you will die.
Wow. So when is that vape coming out?
It is being baked. It baking at the moment. We had to redo the beat so it could be exactly what we wanted it to be because some of the drums, as I said, it's Kada's fusion, so it takes a little time. We have to make it work. We finally finalized the beat for it. The lyrics are done, so it's just to finish, put it together,
Mhm.
to mix and master, and do some visuals and stuff. And yeah,
You have an EPK coming up called Legendary. And I'm interested to know what sort of themes and messages you hope to convey through that project.
um, basically, for me, this EPK and my music on a whole is not for myself. I know a lot of artists looks for views and 1 million views and 10 million views. As you can see, I'm taking my time. I am taking my time because true artistry comes with time sometimes. And I am not doing it for myself. I am doing it because when you pass and you leave, the first thing I saw a video once, I clearly read it or somewhere. The first thing that people forget about you is your voice. They would have pictures, they can see you, but the first thing they would forget about you is your voice,
Wow.
right? And I have two very artistic children. And I think that is when I really started to take my art seriously and myself seriously as an artist. That's when I started to have kids. And then I saw what they can be. Every child have their stuff, and they're so interested in the arts. And my daughter started singing like 9 months. She started singing before she started talking. You
Mm.
understand? And she's 5. She does dance. She's in a dance group now. My son is practicing drums. The drums are right behind me. So when I leave, and that's why I named it Legendary. When I leave, I want my message, whatever message that I had to give at that point in time, I want it to be available to them lifelong so they cannot forget my voice.
Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. That is
Yeah.
really, really nice. That's really nice. That's amazing to hear. Um, you are definitely right because you're saying that, and I'm like, yeah, that's the first thing people forget.
Yeah, so they are one of my, let me tell you, if I have plenty views on YouTube, these children are always on my songs on YouTube. From the
Wow.
time I posted them, they know my songs word for word. You know, I want to be able to tell them what it is that what I experienced within my life through my music. You understand? And I want that same experience to speak to other people so it can help build them up. I had major self-confidence issues growing up,
Mm.
right? Um, so I had to build myself and I had to learn myself, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. I try to build up younger artists. There are a lot of very, like, there's an artist that I really want you to listen to. His name is Saya. Yes, Saya, I'm calling you out. Saya York. And his vocal range is beautiful. His writing is amazing, right? I think I try my best to build him up as much as I can, give him advice as much as I can, shout him out as much as I can. If I can bring him on stages, I will. Because somebody needs to take the other artists. As I said, we have Booyo, we have this, we have that. There are a lot of vocalists that just need the extra help and the extra push. Some of us fighting battles that's that has nothing to do with music, but it affects our music, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody needs that light sometimes. So I want to be the one to promote, self-confidence within artistry. I want to make music for musicians, which I find like a lot of people not doing anymore. Like music that musicians would sit down and be interested in and be like, oh my God, here the parts, you know? I want to do that again. I want to bring back originality in music. Just to be Dasha, I guess. I make them happy.
As you say, be Dhar'gelle, where did you get that name? Where did the Dhar'gelle come?
Um, I had a manager once, right? And we sat and I had the name Milvard and I thought I tried Millie and I was never comfortable with my name. And then we sat and had a conversation once when decided that I wanted to be serious as an artist and I wasn't comfortable being outside there with my own name. So he started picking me for a lot of questions. And let me tell you, I can't remember those questions, Jared, that was years ago. But he started picking me for a lot of questions, like your past email address and, what were you interested in there? And, and we just started putting things together and we were like, okay, what if we spell it like this? And we put a comma in here to make it, a little distinctive. I'm like, all right, cool. Then we went online to see if there's any other Dhar'gelle anywhere. And there was no other Dhar'gelle, so no Dhar'gelle is me.
That was so random. That's so random, Dhar'gelle. Like that's so random.
It is. And then sooner or later, I think Dhar'gelle means something in Patois. I'll figure it out sooner. I'll figure it out.
Dhar'gelle.
I don't know. Gel means something. I don't know what the
Jelly's
da and
mouth.
the gel. You're
Jelly's
right. Gel is mouth. So what
yeah.
is that? I don't know.
Dhar'gelle. Dhar'gelle.
I
Not
don't know.
Dhar'gelle. Just the gel.
Does the gel. So I'm a
Just
mouth.
yes.
Okay.
I guess something mouth, singing mouth.
I'm a mouth. I just call me a mouth.
Right, right. You've performed at events like Jazz and Cocktails and Caras Fest. How would you say these events have shaped your career?
Girl. First of all, I did not expect to be on these events at all.
Why?
Okay, let me tell you how I got onto the first one. I was on a yacht with your dear Benison doing massages, right? When they had the fly had already come out for the Nelly Star tribute. And I was like, oh my God, that's a really cool show. I wouldn't mind being on that show. So husband had a booking for multiple clients on a yacht. He does the mega yachts and the yachts coming in. And I was there doing the administrative and stuff. And I get this call from Marita Hyacinth.
Yes.
I get this call. Milva, I'm going to put you on something. You have to say yes. I'm like, okay. Yes, sure. Because Marita is my girl. You understand? I trust her. So I'm like, what is it? She's like, there's this show, this Nelly Star tribute show, and they were telling me, oh, they cannot find you. So I was asking, why you not on the show? So they told me, oh, they need a contact for you. So I tell them, I'm your manager, and you on the show. Like, sis. So now you're my manager. I have a whole manager. Send me, yes, you on the show. You have to say yes. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I got contacted by Charlene, and the ball started rolling, and it has been a wonderful experience because guess what? As I said, my top artist in Dominica, female vocalist, is Michael Henderson and Ophelia Murray.
Yes.
I never expected ever in my life that I would be on stage with these phenomenal women ever. I did not look at myself as a singer on that level.
What was that for you? What was that like for you at that moment?
Exciting. It was like a aha moment. When you reach a point when you're like, maybe that's where I'm supposed to be at. Maybe I am that good. Maybe I am supposed to be here. you know, it was that type of feeling. But the camaraderie between these women is amazing. I love them all. We have a lot of fun. They make it easy. They make it easy. We have been doing it every year, and from one to the next, I appreciate it. Michael has become like a sister. I can call her. She will give advice. You know, she gives advice to every singer. She helps us to grow in whatever way that she can. Auntie Ophelia does that as well. So it has been big for me, and it has helped me grow a lot and appreciate myself in music as well.
Wow, that's beautiful, Dasha. That's really beautiful to know. That you got to work next to your for one to people that you do, and you've been doing this for a little while.
Yeah.
If you had a dream stage or festival that you wanted to perform in the future, what would it be like? Where would you want to? Where have you imagined yourself performing? Probably as a solo act.
Summerfest, Germany. And then I have this big thing about going to Africa, okay? So I want to go for Africa. I don't know the names of the shows and the festivals, but I'ma go Africa.
Wow.
All right, that is one of my biggest goals. Germany, Africa, UK. I don't talk French, but I will learn it. Biolingo is a thing.
Mhm.
Duolingo is a thing.
Duolingo.
I will go to France. I bite my tongue, but I will go France. Yeah, but that is my scope. As I said, it's colors fusion, so I'm looking at the French market.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because
My
they do love that sort of that style
right
a lot.
that style, and also my fandom and my demographic would be, you know, people of my age and people looking for music with experience.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
You've been doing also calypso backup vocals. You just actually came out of a season of calypso vocals and background for it. What is the best part about that experience?
The best part is getting to know all the Calypsonians and every year getting to know each of these songs intimately. Let me tell you, getting to know each of these songs intimately is a joy. And to see the process from like eliminations from every Calypsonian and to the end process to just be a fly in the wall, you know, a fly on the wall just there chipping in, doing your part, but you see the entire process. It's
Hmm.
an amazing phenomenon. Like nobody knew. I'm going to sell a JD Business Center. Nobody knew like these Calypsonians had the flu this season so horribly. Okay, I know at least 3 or 4 Calypsonians on the finals night who was backstage and their throat was gone. And they came on stage and put on 110%.
That's amazing.
That is an amazing thing. I actually look at JD and I was saying, bro, I see you grabbing at that voice. He was grabbing to catch the voice to send it back out. Because but he did such a wonderful job and nobody would have known.
That he was sick the whole time. Or he had no voice the whole time.
He had no voice the entire time.
Wow.
Right? But the lyrical content of our calypsos are amazing.
That is amazing. That is amazing. I am I've always been fascinated by calypso. So whenever somebody is part of that, I'm always so like intrigued. I always want to know like why are you doing it? What about it you
I've
like?
been doing it for a number of years. I started my first calypso backup run with Young Bull. I was doing backups for Young Bull at the time, and
Mhm.
he brought me onto the main stage and the calypso stage. And I think he was with Mass Camp. So Or was he with Stardom Tent? I cannot remember. I cannot remember. Yeah, he was with Stardom Tent. So I started, and then every year I would get called. It's either for Stardom or Mass Camp, and I was just within the camps. And I got to know each and every Calypsonian. Um, you have to learn the music, you have to learn the background music, and let me tell you, it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. The Calypso season for us starts in December,
December. Hmm.
exactly after Christmas is done. We start with the music, and practices are basically you practice every night. If you don't have practice, you have a show. And that is for me because for me, my job, I do backups with the Calypso Association and with Stardom Tent,
Okay.
and
Okay.
I am supposed to be doing with Mass Camp as well because I have experience with all,
Okay.
but I can only split myself that much,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I decided this year to stay with Stardom Tent and the main shows because I would get the advantage to learn all the Calypsonians from both tents anyway.
Yes. Yes. Because doing
And
the
they
main
would,
shows, you also would have to do for the mass campus as well.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. So I get a chance to get everybody, right? And let me tell you, the most tedious part is when is just before finals when they have to come with their second songs, because you have to learn all these songs all during after December, all during January, and you get intimately connected to these songs, and then after semifinals, after a week later, just a week or so before quarterfinals, you get 10 brand new songs to learn, and you have to pick that up quick fast.
Yeah. Hey, Ghana is on the live. Hey, Ghana is saying hi to you. And she said,
Hi,
did you
Ghana.
already mention that you're an excellent rock singer?
Yes, I tell you, I did it for them. I did it for them. I did the evanescence for them at Cat's Eye.
You have a lot in you, Dhar'gelle.
Apparently, apparently.
Doing singing, being a songwriter, you're also an entrepreneur. So share with us a little bit about what you do outside of singing.
My first job is being a mother. I try my best to have businesses and not hold a direct 9 to 5 because I think it's very important that I put the time and energy into my kids.
Okay.
And other than that, I had three business. We ran three businesses. One was Unique Cuisine, which was where I did the pretzel dogs with cream cheese and cabbage rolls and all of those things. And it got shut down by COVID. COVID helped to mess up life. So everybody. So that got shut down by COVID, but we rely heavily on our massage therapy business. I have been with my husband for about 20 years, 19 years. Yeah, we've been together for years. So when I met him, he was a massage therapist. I encouraged him because he was very, very, very good at it. So I encouraged him. That's how he ended up in your class. Thank you very much for your services.
You're welcome.
All right. And we quickly realized that he is maybe the only active male massage therapist in Dominica.
Yes. And that is super important for a lot
And that
of,
is very important.
yeah.
And so we capitalized on that and we marketed on that. And right now, we own Infusions, which is an edibles company. And it's been about here for about 8 years. And then we have
That's
Destination
you
Massage.
guys.
Yes, that's us.
I did not know.
Why the eyes? You have me blocking my whole face. Why the eyes? I did nothing to you. There are rules and
I
regulations.
will tell you, Adeline. Whoosh!
Yeah, so we do tamarind balls and coconut cheese and gummies and brownies and stuff.
Okay.
And then, in addition to the massage therapy, we we have destination massages. So we don't only do in-house massages. We want to market and promote Dominica as much as we can as a young entrepreneurial couple. So we do massages at the tourism sites. So it's more call you book, you can we bring you or you can meet you there. We do it at Tiers, surfer spas, we do it at the surfer spas, so you can go get your surfer bath and your massage. Or you can do it by the beach, or you can do it by Trafalgar Falls, or you can do it at your home, wherever you choose, on the side of the road, not preferably, but it's your choice. This destination massages, and yeah, we try to give a holistic massage experience.
Wonderful. That's really good to know. Well, I knew about that. But the audience did not know. And Hey Ghana is there
Yep.
spilling all of your business. She said, Boji, I tried all of your services, man. And she talked about your massages, she talked about your gummies. And thank you, Hey Ghana, for Hey Ghana is busy on YouTube. So Hey Ghana is on YouTube. So all Hey Ghana's comments are
Oh,
coming
she
through.
is.
And
She's one of our treasured customers. I can tell you, she's one of our treasured
she
customers.
says also great gummies for sleep.
I'm telling you.
For sleep with.
Yes, for sleep.
Okay then. Okay then. How do you balance all of these roles while staying true to your artistry?
Oh my God. I had a conversation with Auntie Ophelia about that recently because I needed some advice on my Caras fusion mission. And she was like, listen, one of the best things that you have done is not have a 9 to 5, because that's what she asked me. Do you work for anybody? So I was like, no, I work for myself, and I have my kids. She's like, that is one of the major things so that you can have enough time to put into your artistry as well.
Mhm.
Because you to have kids and then businesses. My businesses basically are by schedule.
Mhm.
So everything I do is by schedule. Massages is by schedule, so we'll have massaging and then the gigs will come. So we schedule them in. We know when they come in. So everything is that is how I can balance myself. If I was giving myself to an 8 to 4, I would have no balance.
You'd pui.
I would quit. You understand? Financially, it is not that great, right? It is not great, but it works. You have to be able to give and take sometimes.
Wow. How would you say you handle the pressures that the music industry places on people while, because you speak a lot about authenticity and remaining authentic to your craft? How do you handle the pressures? Because there's, I mean, even you doing a genre that someone might say is outdated, quote unquote, how are you able to maintain being authentic with all of the pressure that you can get from the music industry?
I am a big person who have learned that it's up to you to entertain the energies of whatever else that is outside of you. Right? So the music industry has its drama, it has its pressure, but it's up to me to decide if I want to take that pressure and do good with it or too bad with it. So as I was mentioning before, I'm not looking for views and all of that, attention and all of that. If it comes, yeah, great. As an artist, great. But I focus on my mission. I focus on what it is that I am about. If it takes some time, it takes some time. But I will reach when I have to reach it. As long as you're consistent in doing what you're doing, you will reach where you have to reach. You know your goals. As to the outside noise and the drama and the stress and the all of that, it comes with every single territory, Jael.
Mhm.
It comes with every single territory. You cannot stop bad mind. You cannot stop negativity. You cannot stop things from happening. You can't stop the sun from coming down. You can't stop the rain from falling. So at the end of the day, it's up to you to decide what it is you want to do and focus on it
and make the most.
and make the most out of it. We have one life.
Obviously, you spoke about artists and how you inspire, you try to lift them up and stuff. But there may be artists who are trying to break into the Caribbean industry. What advice would you give to any upcoming artists who are interested in probably pursuing their dreams of singing?
Just do it. Just do it. Because I had spent years judging my own self, wondering if I was good enough, wondering if I could, wondering if I can, right? Listening to people who I thought was singing much better than me, and and if I had started just doing it, I'd be much further than where I am now. You understand? So
Mm.
either way, my advice is some people will like you, some people wouldn't like you. Just
Just
do
do
it.
you. Do it.
Just do you. Just do it.
Yes. I want to go to the people who are messaging. We have a few people on been commenting, and I want to bring up their comments. So if you guys are on YouTube, this is where I can pull the comments from. So please hop over to the YouTube, because once I activate the YouTube live, that's where I'm pulling the comments from. So I have a comment from Big Brit 22 Millie sending you love from Cali. So
Ooh.
Cali is locked in. And
Oh, that sounds like Dwight.
saying hi. So here is Hegana's comment. Did you already mention how you're an excellent rock star?
I
Um,
did, I did, I did, Agana. I did.
she makes the amazing cheese dogs, and then she goes, bring it back. Hegana is definitely been in the comment section. Heslin Andrew says, big up to a good artist, lovely voice. So thank you guys, those of you on the YouTube, and you are sending your messages. Thank you very much for that. Um, Truly appreciate you. I see a few other people have sent messages through Facebook. Um, Let me just get that. So we have Miss T says, "Don't put your business outside, girl." She says, "That's it, hon. Just get up."
And to Agana, I'll be back with the dogs. I am thinking about the dogs. I'm missing them myself. I'm missing them myself.
I don't want them. Not keep your dogs to yourself.
Eh? When you
Those,
taste it, I'll hear about you.
those things will make me get put back all the way tight.
Oh yes, you on your mission, you on your mission, you on your mission. I respect that.
Girl, let me tell you.
I'll make cabbage rolls for you though. I'm gonna make you a cabbage roll.
All right, I'll eat it. Cabbage rolls.
Get your vegetables and your meat and your stuff in there. You'll be good.
We can do that. That can move. All right.
Yeah.
Um, what is next for you? Any collaborations? We touched a little bit about your upcoming project, Legendary. But share with us what's next for Dhar'gelle.
Coming up is Jazz and Creole, and we have Jazz and Cocktail, and we'll be paying tribute to Karen XP this year. So you will see me on stage,
Nice.
possibly in a pum pum shirt. So don't judge me because I'll be singing. I'll be singing some booyah girl.
Okay.
Yeah, you get me to shake my boom boom.
It's dirt.
I do have. I just I don't know. They making me do things. Okay. So that's next, and then I look forward to sending out all my music to you guys bit by bit. As soon as they are done and they are ready and they are cooked and they are almost cooked, so I'm giving myself by September to start comfortably releasing some good music to you guys. And check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and you will surely know where to see me perform
And I
next.
was
I
actually going to ask you, give us your handles so that folks can follow you.
Dhar'gelle for music at Instagram, Milva Dhar'gelle or Avlim Dhar'gelle Belot. My name is Back to Front on Facebook.
Mhm.
Or you can just look for Dhar'gelle Music on Facebook. You'll get me.
Yes, one.
Dhar'gelle Music on YouTube as well. Yeah.
Wow. Dajel, I cannot not have this show if I don't do my rapid fire questions with you. So, so this is actually the show where we do the rapid fire questions. We kind of integrated it into exclusive interviews over the last couple of weeks. Um, and I wasn't too happy about that because this is actually for this specific show where we do the rapid
Okay.
fire questions where you cannot think about the answer. You have to answer. You have to tell us the first thing that comes to mind. All right?
Pressure.
Yeah.
Gee.
So first thing comes to mind. Karasabuyo.
Booyah.
Really? Studio session or live performance?
Live.
What is your go-to hype song before a show?
Shit. They tell me I'm not supposed to think we.
Name of the song is shit.
Must be. Not supposed- Do I have one though?
You don't have one?
No, I don't have one. I don't have one.
Hmm.
I don't.
Your
I
ch-
normally just play the music that I have to perform
okay.
over and over again. Yeah.
Your dream collab or local or international?
Kalash.
Mm. Favorite Dominican dish?
Go to water.
Mm. Your biggest musical guilty pleasure.
My biggest musical guilty pleasure. Oh, backing up way. I'm telling you.
Really?
Doing backups. Yes. I love it, love it, love it.
One word to describe your vibe on stage. You thinking?
Bougie.
You pushy. Early bird or night owl?
Huh?
Early bird or night owl?
Night up. Night. Definitely.
The first song you ever wrote, if you still remember it.
Fearless.
Really? One thing fans would be surprised to know about you.
Whoo, that's a big thing. Let me let it go. Let me let it go. I gotta let it go. I am deaf in one ear.
You're joking.
No. And it's miraculous to me as well because it doesn't bother me at all. So I don't know. Been like this since I was a kid. I don't know.
This is crazy. How did you find out? How,
This is just Kool-Aid.
how did you find out? How did they know? Like, if it had.
When I was a kid, I was raised with my grandparents because my mother left when I was one and something. So I was raised with my grandparents, and she would call to speak to me. And every time my grandmother would put the phone in this ear, I would take it, put it in the other ear. Every time she put it in this ear, I take it, put it in the other ear. This I take it, put it in the other ear. She's like, that's a problem. Something is wrong. But everything is normal, and that is the only thing that she saw that was a problem. So they brought me to the doctor. They checked. They kept checking every time, but I don't. It doesn't respond, but I'm still normal.
But you seem to be hearing a lot better. I guess you the good ear hears for both.
For both, yes.
But that's wild though, because normally when somebody's deaf in one ear, when you're speaking to them, they tend to have to like almost like they're.
I do that. I do. And it was a practice for me when I was singing. This and that was one of the reasons why I was so self-conscious singing. And like nobody knew. Nobody knew because I love to sing, but then I have to focus and I have to block this ear for me to hear myself properly. So I grew up like doing this, and everybody like take a turn in your ears, they say take a turn in your ears, but they don't know why, right? And I had to train myself to get out of it and realize, it's because I know, so I have this automatic thing. So I had to get out of it and then train myself to hear myself properly and embrace myself properly.
That is wild. That is wild. See how you drop a bomb on us when I did. In
Well,
the rapid fire.
that was better than Jael Joseph Live, right?
What is this? What is this? That's crazy.
Yeah.
We continue in. Look, we digress. Um, what is always in your bag before a performance? You thinking?
I have to think for that. My white dress. I always have a white dress, but there's nobody be on me, so it will be in my bag.
Mm,
My phone?
mm. If your life had a theme song, what would it be?
Man, damn. You asking some questions, girl.
You're like shit. The name of my go-to song is shit. No, the name of
What?
my theme song for my life is
My theme
damn.
song for my life,
Yes.
girl?
No one told me life was gonna be. That's mine. This way, friends. That's a theme song to my life.
Cry, cry,
That's
cry.
the theme song to my life.
That's some interesting questions.
People
I
are like,
never thought of that.
people are flawed about the fact that you're deaf in one ear. Like people are just like
I know that would be a big thing that nobody knew.
you're
That,
like
yeah,
crazy. You like really for
yeah,
real? I
yeah.
didn't know we played together and I never knew that. Wow, wow. Dajal, you
I
surprised.
handle it well, though. I wear it well. I wear it well.
You do, you do, you do. And I want to commend you on wearing it so well because I would not
Thank
have never
you.
known. I would not have never known.
Listen, if you know, you're really in my close circle. If you know, you know.
Hmm.
I better have family members that close to me that don't even know.
Wow. Wow.
It's just been a normal part of my life, really.
That's wonderful though. And it seemed like you've embraced it. You I mean it's part of you. So you either can embrace it or fight it, right?
Exactly, exactly.
Dajal, I want to give you an opportunity to talk to your fans, talk to your friends, talk to the folks. So the floor is yours. You can say whatever you have to say to the folks looking at you tonight.
Friends and fans and folks, if you know me well, you know I do like to talk plenty. But listen, it has been an amazing experience talking to you, Jael, and an amazing experience letting the rest of you guys get to know who I am and maybe one of my biggest secrets. Cool. I wouldn't hold it against you if you ask me a question about it. You understand? I'm here, and I don't know what else to tell you guys. Honestly, I just being myself, loving music, and hopefully see you guys at all my shows, listening to my music, and always embrace Dominican artists, no matter what genre it is,
Yes,
because Dominica is full of unfiltered talent.
yes, yes, definitely. Dajal, it was so lovely having you on.
It
I
was.
truly appreciate getting to know a little bit more about you. And just remember, folks, to follow Dajal, follow her. She gave you all of her handles. I encourage you to go back in there and probably people been talking to themselves, and you can comment on a few. Well, you're always on my page, so
Yep.
you can always go and interact with them and send them to your socials so people can follow you. I always like to encourage people to do that. We're looking forward to what you have in store for us coming in the fall, which is September. So we're looking
Definitely.
forward to your new music, and I'm just wishing you all the best with your endeavors and continue to shine, continue to sing, continue to inspire, and continue to really embrace, genres that people would normally not gravitate towards. So we truly appreciate you for that. And thanks for being on my
Thank you.
show.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Thank you for having me. Big vibes. Big vibes.
Of course. Of course. Have a good night, Daja.
Thank you. Mwah. You too.
Bye. Guys, that was it. Dhar'gelle joined us here. Wow, we learned like that was surprising. It was a surprise turn of events, right? Wonderful artist. You can catch her. She occasionally performs at Jazz in the City on a Tuesday. So you can also follow Jazz in the City. And when she's on, you can be sure to catch her when she has to perform live. I want to say thank you again to all those of you who tuned in. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love. And thank you for coming on and sharing and really engaging with our guests here this evening. I'll be back next week. Next week for more shows, more action, more stories, real people. Yes. Thanks again, guys. And thanks to my sponsors, the National Cooperative Credit Union and Astafans. Thank you very much for your kind sponsorship. We'll say goodnight for now. Till next time. Bye-bye.
NCCU, your community financial partner, brings to you Beyond the Mortgage.
Affordable rates, affordable price. NCCU, everything nice. Go do a course, go take a trip. Beyond the mortgage, 246. You take the mortgage already. Don't make your pocket go empty. Beyond the mortgage, NCCU will keep you steady. You need to buy a new fridge. You want to purchase a city. Get rid of medical bills and invest in the green energy. Beyond the mortgage, beyond the mortgage, beyond the mortgage. Everything nice. Beyond the mortgage, beyond the mortgage, beyond the mortgage. NCCU for life. 246, yes, 246. Wow, 246.
Beyond the Mortgage, 2% savings, 4% retirement solutions, loans available at 6%, and our special BTM line of credit. Terms and conditions apply.